exposure operation. This is Isaiah. Hope you guys are doing okay tonight. This is going to be a deep lesson. I'm about to show you the enemy, which I've shown you many enemies through the script. But I'm going to show you one that's in very much control. Very hard to defeat. So I need you to trust me, like you have been. There's going to be people that come into your life, like I've told you, that will steer you in a different direction, keep you on the script. And I've shown you pretty much everything is scripted. That's why my decodes are more intense than others. I've shown you literally how to stop the bullshit. You can't fake this shit. The numbers are in everything. The script is everywhere. The IHS script. I showed you it's the IHS matrix that we live. It started when the Romans killed Christ. This is another key, and you're about to go on another journey. So I need you to pay attention, because this is going to be a very interesting ride. And I've shown you bits and pieces of what the light can represent in propaganda, in TV shows and movies, your favorite superheroes, clothing, fashion. There's many agendas. Get it? Agendas with the S. It's plural. But the enemy I'm going to show you now, like I was telling you in the past decodes, don't forget about Flash. Flash is very interesting because he can run very fast. He's fast as lightning. He can run in the future and in the past. That's deep. But the enemy I'm going to present to you, it's pretty evil what they're doing. And they're bringing in demonic entities. You want to be careful, because these type of enemies you won't be able to see. And I just explained in one of my decodes about one of these enemies. We control one of them. Hint, the F-22 Raptor. Connect the dots from my decode to this one. We're facing something no one's aware of. We don't have control of. And I've said many times, and through decodes, and on my Facebook statuses page, on my page, group page, we're against not flesh, but darkness itself. Now, here's a little hint for you if you don't know what's coming. The enemy works as a portal. Yes, as a demonic portal. A demonic gateway. You'll get it. Pulling these entities, darkness, what is known as antimatter. These principalities of the cosmics, we don't want none of that. And the devil represents the dragon, and always has been and always will. So I'm going to show you the dragon, and better yet, you can call it the dragon's den. I've also showed you many things about the mystical holy book of the Holy Bible. Understand, King James was a Jesuit. He rewrote the Bible because the Bible was written in Latin in that era, and you had to be rich to understand Latin. So he wanted to make it easier for people to understand through his Jesuit morals. The Apocrypha are the missing canon text, just like the Book of Enoch. Those are all untouched. Don't forget that. Now we know who Satan is, Lucifer, Hades, and I've exposed him, and I've shown you who really are the bad guys, the Jesuits, and they work in secret societies, and they have been for many, many, many years. Babylonian black magic, all the way up to Freemasonry, the knowledge builders. Secret societies work in secrets. Don't forget about that. And the Freemasons play a major part in America. If you haven't woke up to the realization that America is the Babylon, then you need to really wake up. It's deeper than what you realize. TV is just propaganda, false narratives. Get it? And symbolism is important. Don't forget about that. That's where you find it through the TV and propaganda. It sticks out like a sore thumb once you start waking up. But understand, your real enemy is AI. It's deep. Very deep. And you gotta be ready for this decode. Because the enemy I'm about to show you is Cern. And they are the tip of the blade. True sorcery. Magic with a K. Scientists that think they can dig into darkness itself, but it's them theirself that have been possessed, you could say. They're addicted with digging deeper into antimatter, and the more you dig, the more the life gets sucked out of you. The real monsters are winning. You may not understand that, but they are. They may think they're defeating a bigger dragon in their reality, but it's not what they think. And notice, Hydra has 7 heads. 7 is ritual, 7 is ball. That's Godzilla. Godzilla. There was a great war in the heavens, but there will be even greater war at the apocalypse. If you don't understand what digitalized, demonized weapon are, it's how the F-22 is able to operate. Hierarchy angels entrapped in demonized weapons. It's deep. I'm talking real monsters here. But the thing is, you're not going to be able to see these things with your pure eye. You're not supposed to. We as humans are not supposed to see the other realm. We die twice, in the flesh and in the soul and spirit. When you die in the flesh, then you're able to see this second realm. Hunters are now hunted. Let's jump into this decode, because Cern is really pulling out more than what you think. A lot more. So we're going to start off with Cern. Cern equals 40, 22, 68, and 23. Now, I'm going to open up the memo pad like I did last time. See how I did that? You got the surface codex, then the gem matrix, then the new matrix, and then the paradox matrix. You got to keep breaking them down till you find the truth. And I'm going to expose the truth in somewhat just the barely tip of the iceberg, because Cern, there's a lot more I'm going to show you. This is part 1 of many. But I'm breaking off a major tip of the iceberg, you could say. So Cern equals 40, 22, 68, and 23. We're going to put this down. I do not own the copyrights to the music, and I'm not trying to generate profit for anything. But if you like these decodes and you like the way I do them, and you want to support me, it does not bother me at all. At all. Because all I'm going to do is just put it into clothing. I think everybody deserves a free shirt with a cool Geo my logo, which I'm going to make and show you guys soon, so you guys will like it. Everyone gets a free shirt too. Everyone. So Cern equals 40, 22, 68, and 23, right? Now, I was telling you about demonized weapons. right? Because I showed you in my decode on my geometry exposure operation page, the F-22 is basically a demonized weapon. Hierarchy fallen angel tech, weaponized and demonized through technologies. That's why planes are able to do what they're able to do, but the F-22 is very special. Very, very special. It's our most highly sophisticated technical plane, I would say. But yeah, demonized weapons equals 188, 80, 2, 44, and 73. We're going to write this down. And shout out to all the other people that do these decodes that don't try to break the extra stuff down to expose the truth. And I do. And you're watching me right now. Shout out to you, because I appreciate you trying to look into it and learn more. If you're not learning it somewhere else, at least you're learning it from me for free. That's right. Much love to you. So, you see how demonized weapons, you see nothing connects on the top of the surface codex. See? That's the surface codex. Right here. That's what we're looking at. Right up here. We're looking at the top layer of the numbers. Nothing matches with Cern with demonized weapons. Just through these 4 ciphers. We can dig deeper, but we're not going to. We're just going to do this here because this is plenty enough to show you. But that's why I'm saying I can dig deeper and show you through another part 2 video, which I will. But I'm showing you the gist of what actually Cern is doing. Now, this is where it gets really deep. So, let me fix this real quick. Okay, so now Cern equals 40. So 0 has no value. So 40 equals 4, because 0 has no value, right? Okay, so now we're going to go to 22. 22 is, sorry, 2 times 2 is 4, so that's 4 again, right? I'm kind of doing these on the go with you, and I'm bringing them straight down. So the 40 straight down, 40 equals 4, 22 straight down, 2 times 2 equals 4, and then we're doing the 68. So this is where we just went from, look, so check this out. We went from the surface matrix to the gem matrix. That's the next layer. That's breaking it down to the next truth. The truth is 4. 4 is the next, that's the simplified number right there for those two. Now we're at 68. So 68 is 6 times 8 equals 48, right? And now we're on to the 23. I see that I didn't put the equals on the other one, but I'll put 4 there. I'll push this over so they line up a little bit. I don't want nobody to get confused here. And now we're on to the 23 right now. I'm trying to show people. If you can see how I'm breaking it straight down. I'll have it on a computer here soon. I'm trying to download some software. Hush hush, this is down the down low, but I'm creating my own app for everybody to download. So it's a free app. You can download it. It'll be just like the calculator, but it'll have all ways that you can get the gem matrix, the new matrix, and the paradox matrix. I'll have that app. I'll do that for free for everybody. Much love to me. So check this out. 23 can be 6, 5, or 10. And I'm going to show you 3 ways real quick. 3 plus 2 equals 5, right? 3 times 2 equals 6. And then 3, or I'm trying to find my minus button. Minus 2 equals 1, which is 10. 0 has no value. You can see it as 10 or 1. It don't matter. So, we're on to the next level. We only got a 4 here. A 4 here. Now we're on to the next layer to break down 48, because there's 2 numbers there. So we went from the surface, which is 68, got down to the next one, matrix, which is the gem matrix, 48. Now we're into the new matrix. So 48 is 8 minus 4 equals 4. What do you know, huh? Another 4, right? Now, check this out. This is where the decode changes, but it gets interesting because that's where I do the deeper decodes for you guys. I'll show you. You got 5, 6, or 1, right? So 5, 6, or 1. I put a 1.0 because it can be 10 or 1. So now we're down. Now you understand Cern equals 4. Cern is 4, pretty much. And you could have did 22 as 2 plus 2 equals 4, or 2 times 2 is 4. So either way you see it, it's 4. Now we're on demonized weapon. Weapons. It's plural because they're digging into these protons and shooting these protons and neutrons and atoms so fast and so hard at each other. They're digging into a parallel that's pulling dark matter out of cosmic space. We live in a reality that is guarded by the firmament, literally. And they're breaking these firmament walls, breaking into these realities, pulling into these parallel dimensions, this dark matter, which is this demonized, demonic power, these entities. It's so deep. But demonized weapons equals 188, 80, 244, and 73. Now, we're going to do this one. Break these down for you so they're down in the same area so you can see again. So 18, let me back that up some, it's going to take some room. You're going to take 18 times 8 equals, you ready? 144. Interesting. And 80 right here, the one up here, I'm taking the same reference numbers, don't forget that. I'm just brought it all down here to show you the homework. 80 is just 8, so it's finished. 0 has no value. Now, this is where the deep part gets. Make sure I got enough room here because I want to be able to do these right for you. Okay, so 24 plus, where's my plus sign? Okay, plus 4 equals 28, right? Now we're on to 73. This is where it's deep. 7 plus 3 equals 10, right? That's that. That's that 1.0 up here. The same 23 in Cern, right? That's that 1 or 10 in Cern, literally. 10 has no, 0 has no value in 10, so it's just 1. You're learned to see it that way through school. And when you realize that when you went to school, 1st grade, 2nd grade, all the way to 12th grade, and when you wrote it down on paper, you only wrote a G instead of grade, like Freemasonry is G, and they have levels. Well, that's basically a mini builder program. That's how I see it. That's how schools are designed. Half the stuff you learn in school you don't even use, and half the stuff that you learn in school is inappropriate that they're teaching now, especially to children. So that's what's interesting. Back to the decode though. Now, we're on to the next level here. And the next level, remember, surface, gem matrix, new matrix. I'll even number these. 1, that's 3, that's 2, that's 4. Right? So right now we went from, on demonized weapons, we're on 188. Right now we're on 3. We're in the new matrix right now, number 3. New matrix is 3. The surface is number 1. That's surface is up here. These are the surface numbers. That's the surface codex, number 1. Hopefully you're following. Hopefully this helps out a lot. So now, this is where it gets interestingly deep. You can do the 1. You got 144. So you take 1 times 4 equals 4, right? That means the 1, I have to go down to the next level to show you this. The 1 became a 4, right? It sacrificed itself to become a 4. It killed 4, killed it, and made another 4. So now you got 4, 4, 4 there, right? There's 3 That would be 3 4s right there. When you break down that next gematrix, so then you got 4 4 4. But if you take 4 minus 4 equals 0, you're left with the 1 4. You see what I'm saying? It's deep. You take the 144, right there, and then you take 4 times 1. The 1 becomes a 4. Then it becomes 444 right here. And then you take 4 times 4 minus 4 is 0, which leaves the last 4, which is the up I'm pointing to here. It's 4. That's deep. That means we went all the way down to the paradox matrix to find that 4. It's deep right there. Then you got an 8. Go down to the 28. Which is 8 plus 2 equals 10. Not I. Sorry about that. The same 10 up here in Cern, the 23. The 23 is actually a 1 or a 10. 0 has no value. And then the 73 is just 10. It's deep. The 188 was the one that didn't match. So this is how it's seen. On the surface crust of the decode up here, you don't see nothing matches. Nothing. But once you break it down, Cern's 40 is the same. Cern's 40 is 4. Breaks down to 4. You see I broke it down? Is the same 4 in Demonized Weapons 188, breaking down to 4. The same 4 here. I showed you. And this is where it gets crazy. The 4 here doesn't line up with the 8. The 8's the only one that's standing out, right? But you got a 4. And then a 1. I'm trying to 4 4 4 1. And then a 4 8 1 1. Which you don't need to pay attention to that. I was trying to do side math in my head, seeing if I missed it, but I don't think I did. The 10 matches the 10 in the 244 and in the 7-3. This all ties up. You got 3 matches pretty much. But the 8 in Demonized Weapons and the 4 and Cern is where we gotta find the 48. You see what I'm saying? So, like I'll show you here. And this is where we're gonna dig real quick, because this is basically new, fresh info I'm breaking into. Because I didn't find the 48. I forgot to find it, or I'm missing it and I'm not seeing it. The 8 here, the 0 has no value, and then you got 2. You got the 8, yeah. You got the 4, and then you got the 8. So it's 48. So we're looking for a 48. And what would kind of resemble Cern and demonized weapons? Let's dig here. See if we can see if it's here. We're looking for a 48. And I'm looking for it on the surface because the surface is where it would be. Doing homework, guys. Just doing homework. Give me 1 second. Bingo. Got it. So we're gonna turn off all the ciphers. Right there. Demonic forces. I told you, you gotta find the truth, guys. Find the truth. Please do your homework. I showed you how I did mine. Now, one more time I'll explain. The same 4 and Cern, the 40 is 4. And Demonized Weapons 188 is 4. It had to break down to the new matrix, paradox matrix. Now, the 22 broke down to 4, and the 80 broke down to 8. You can see up here, it's up here too. The 80 broke down to 8. The 244 broke down to a 10. Yeah, the 244 broke down to a 10, and the 73 broke down to a 10, right? Well, both of these 244s and the 73 are both being 10 is a 1. 0 has no value. That's the same 1 and 23. 3 minus 2 is 1. If I can click it there. Yeah, right there, the 23, there we go. So the 244 and 73 line up with the 23 right there. Now, the 68, the 22, and the 4, just these 3, lined up with Demonized Weapons and the 244. But the truth of it is right here. The 2 plus 2 equaling 4, and the 80 just being 8, which is Demonic Forces 48. Bingo. It gets wild. It gets real wild. But when you understand you can expose your enemy before they can see you, then you know who you're going to be ready for. You can track their footsteps and expose them themselves, like I have for you. Be a step ahead of AI itself. Learn your symbolism. It's very important. And know your Freemasons. The Jesuits have control, but the Freemasons are the builders and the control. Don't forget that. Much love, guys. Much love. Like, share, subscribe. I hope everyone has a good night. Don't forget about the surface matrix, the new matrix, and the paradox matrix. You have to break that down. It's important. Stay safe, friends. Much love. Like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Go to my page on Facebook, Gematria Exposure Operation. I'm welcoming everybody, but you gotta want to learn, and you gotta want to dig deeper and expose the truth. I got people that do sport decodes and expose murders and expose news, and I do it too, but I expose the true nature of Cern. And before I go, I'll show you Cern in my next part 2 video. Cern, let's see here. Here we go. Let's see. Cern's logo has 3 6s in it. If you didn't know symbolism, that's why I'm saying learn your symbolism. There's 3 6s in Cern. It makes sense about the demonized weapons I just proved through the decode. And this is their weaponry. They use all this scientific weapon. This machine made up of many wires everywhere. Literal gateway, portal. And they're just focusing the beam, the plasma beam, right? There's probably a good 30 diameter, if that, maybe 40 or 30. I can't say precisely, but it ain't as big as this hole itself on the right over here that they're shooting the beam from, but still, they're playing with dark cosmic forces. And that's not man's job, or man's place to do. And I think that photo's not real. But the cool thing you need to understand is Cern has a 3-mile wide, it's a 3-mile wide facility, as you can see here. And there's 600 of these all around the world. The 2 biggest ones are in Germany and in Texas. Don't forget about that. Stay woke, my friends. Much love.